and welcome back to another edition of Running with James. So glad to see you. Today, we're dropping some mad knowledge on how do I run and not get tired. Here we go. Okay, so let's all be honest. Let's all be real honest. Raise a hands, how many people just love to run? Let me see them. That was me, probably about 5 years ago. I just hated running. Actually, I ran all through high school. I ran a little bit in college as well. I ran everything from the 400 all the way up to cross country, and I hated running. The only reason I did it is because I liked basketball and I liked soccer, and you have to run to play either one of those sports. And so I wish someone had given me some of this information when I was so much younger, because I feel like I would have enjoyed running and been much, much better at it at a much earlier age. Number one, before you run. So what do I do to get ready and to prepare, right? Anything we do in life, we know you have to prepare properly. And so I feel like a lot of times people, us as athletes, we tend to not prepare ourselves for what it is we're about to go, the activity we're about to do. And so getting a good warm-up in is going to be super imperative to performing not only at your peak level, but actually not having to wait 15 minutes into your run to actually start feeling good, right? So I've heard this all the time. I've heard it my entire life, right? The first mile, the first 2 miles, that's your warm-up. But you want to feel great when you first take off. You don't want to have to wait 10 to 15 minutes. So we have a great little video you can check out. It's right up here. You can just click this tab. That talks about a great warm-up, pretty simple warm-up. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes. And the whole point of it is to get blood flowing to those muscles and get those cobwebs out, right? Get yourself nice and loose and activate all those muscle groups that you're going to be utilizing in that run. Tip number 2, real simple. We all probably simply run too fast. I coach people, whether it's for obstacle course racing or running 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon distance, and most folks make the same mistake that I used to make, and that's simply this: we're running too fast. And so we spend the majority of our time in our lactate threshold zone, and so we're running so fast that maybe we see some benefits in the beginning when we first start training, but then all of a sudden we hit a wall and we wonder, why aren't we getting any better? And it's simply because we're not building our aerobic capacity. And so your aerobic fitness, your aerobic capacity, all comes down to your heart. It's your heart's ability to process oxygen more efficiently. And so when we slow down and we spend time in that aerobic zone, we build that up. And so what we're doing is we're creating a great, strong foundation. So you can run longer, you can run further without getting tired as quickly. And so what does that sound like? What does that look like? So if you have a heart rate monitor, got my little Garmin here, then what you simply do is you try to stay in zone 3. You keep your heart rate, and it's different for every person based on your age, your sex, and your fitness level as well. So it'll all change. So going through off that 220 minus your age is not really the most accurate thing you can do, but it's a great start. You can start there if you want to. So if you can keep track of your heart rate, keep it down in zone 3. If not, get you a buddy, run with a buddy, and you do what's called conversation pace. So basically all it's the same thing. So it's fast enough you can hear yourself breathing, but slow enough that you can hold a conversation with someone without any difficulty. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll be able to go much further, much longer. So you're like, James, I'm just starting out. My conversation pace is a walk. And that may be the case. And so the goal would simply be go out and for 20 or 30 minutes, get to the point where you can jog, run, conversation pace without stopping for 30 minutes. So that may first start out, you may be doing a walk-run effort, and that's okay. But I promise you, if you stick with it, you will improve. Number 3. Now here's the deal. This is probably the most important one, and I guarantee it's the one that most folks overlook, and it's simply this: recovery. And so recovery is all about recovering from the activity that you've just done. And so to most folks, recovery basically means I need to take off 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes that may be the case, maybe if you're injured, something like that. But active recovery has been shown to realistically allow your body to recover much, much faster. And so what's active recovery? It could be a 15 to 20 minute little zone 2 recovery jog with some drills and maybe some strides right after that. It's kind of what I prescribe many of my clients on their recovery days. It could be doing yoga. It could be doing some cross training. Maybe you're going to the pool or riding the bike. and you're doing minimal effort, but you're doing things to get the blood flowing to those muscle groups. Because it's that blood that's responsible for flushing out all those toxins, for getting that stuff out of your body that causes you that soreness and creates a lot of those issues that you have. There you have it. 3 quick tips on how to enjoy your run better and how to run without getting tired. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some information. I hope you found it beneficial. Thank you for watching to the end. If you did like it, please give us that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We're all about helping people understand that if you change your mind, you can change your life. And so information is key to that. Good, solid information. And so we want to hear from you too, right? We're building a fitness community. And so maybe you have some tips. Maybe there's some things that you have learned over the years that have helped you to enjoy running more, helped you really be able to run without getting tired all year round. So drop those down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much again for coming. We'll check you on the flip. We'll see you next week. I'm out.